Clemson Tigers gunning for a 6-0 start as they take on Wake Forest at home this Saturday. We're joined by Mark Gordon from Shaking the Southland. So, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel for the best in college football coverage. The long-form conversations with bloggers and broadcasters like Mark you can find on Podbean, Stitcher, and iTunes. Just search Mark Rogers TV. So we've got Wake Forest coming up, checking out their defensive numbers. A defense that leads the nation in tackles for loss. Haven't played quite the competition that Clemson has up until this Florida State win, or near win, losing in the final minute against the Noles when Auden Tate scored with about 50 seconds left to play. So when I see Wake Forest, this, of course, could be a blowout. It also could be, and Wake Forest is a better version of Boston College, more talented on defense. The offense is not a juggernaut, but John Wolford has 8 touchdowns, 1 interception. They have more personnel on offense than they've had in recent years. Again, not dynamic, but more capable of making plays. So could be a tricky, difficult game for the Tigers this Saturday.
And just like you said, Wake Forest is so hard to read. I've watched game tapes of their early season performances, and just like you said, yes, they have 4 wins. Those 4 wins are against Utah State, Boston College, Presbyterian, and Appalachian State, where they needed a blocked field goal to win. But just like you said, John Wolford has the potential to beat you. The problem in Wake Forest is it does look like it's a one-man show. Last week against Florida State, I'm not going to mince words. Florida State played terrible. They did not play at a competition where they should have won that game. And I believe the Wake Forest offense had about 350 yards of offense in that game. John Wolford accounted for all of them but 33. Now, he's built up a nice chemistry with his redshirt freshman receiver, Greg Dortch. He's something that the Tigers are going to have to keep their eye on, but I'm not sure that Wake has the firepower, or they're going to have to rely on some trick plays to break down the Tiger defense. And offensively for the Tigers against that Wake Forest defense, like you said, they're averaging 10 tackles for loss a game. That leads the nation. That's incredible. Now, again, you can't go back to their level of competition, but no matter who you're playing, if you're bringing somebody down in the backfield that many times a game, something's going right. You saw Dabo Swinney in his press conference today come out and say, hey, we're treating this defensive front like Auburn's defensive front. So Dabo is certainly showing a great deal of respect for their defensive front, and I think rightfully so. This is a team that could come into Death Valley and give Clemson a fight.